Dash. Before we get started, we're going to give all the praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, we're back out here to bring it out, man. All right, 2026, the year of apostasy and sellouts, man. And that's right on time, man. The spirit is heavy, man. Okay, you see what's going on amongst the circumcision. All right, guys are mingling the scriptures, changing the breakdowns, selling out, getting scared. A lot of nasty work, man. Right? So, go ahead, bro.
Withering away.
Yeah, withering away, making excuses, taking their hands from the plow, all types of shit going on, man.
At the finish line.
Right.
That's the thing. We at the finish line, and you see Jake just turn the tail and running, bro.
Shit's crazy. But hey, that's part of the story. You know, not many individuals are cut out for this, man.
No, it's not. That's why I say many are called, but few are chosen. It's gonna be have plenty of brothers and also sisters coming to the faith. But what's gonna happen? They're gonna get discouraged. They're gonna wither away.
Yeah.
They're gonna get choked out.
Yeah. Hey, the one thing you gotta learn, you ain't gonna finesse the Most High, man. You can put up a front around men and all of that. But at the end of the day, who are you fooling? All right. You got something real quick? Go ahead, Yep.
You can't fool the Holy Spirit. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and the joints and marrow, and the discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart."
That's right.
The Spirit is always going to expose man's true nature. All right, your true intention. The Lord is always going to expose it. It's always going to be evil.
It's gonna come out some type of way.
Right.
You know? You got that. I will get that right.
This is the book of Micah, 3rd chapter. And I said, "Here I bring you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. It is not for you to know judgment."
Is it not for you to know judgment, man? All you Israelites out there that's claiming to be prophets and teachers, all right? Is it not for you to know judgment, man? Right? That's why the Spirit, haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but brothers have sent it in the chat. Elder Apostle Gabar did a video about pretty much a great culling in the nation of Israel, man. Those that know they're Israelites, man. There's gonna be a lot of death happening, man. Okay? And then when you see what's going on, you totally understand that,
I'm
man.
literally thinking that in my head. We get it. That's why everything that we see going on is the Lord pretty much hardening our spirits to be able to get through these times and not get emotional about it.
That's it.
Because it's gonna be a lot of guys that you know, family members, friends, people that you work with and whatnot, people you know on the passing,
Yep.
that you're gonna see die. You know? And that's okay, because the scriptures literally say that in 1 Peter 4:17, man, judgment's gonna begin at the house of the Most High first.
That's it. Guys think they're gonna get away. Guys that did all this bullshit, mangled the scriptures, everything sold out. You think you're gonna get away from that? You think you're gonna get away from the judgment of the Lord? You got it, brother.
Micah 3 and verse 2. Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them and their flesh from off their bones.
That's it. And this is what these guys are doing with these false doctrines, man. Because the Lord gave us the breath. He put the skin back upon us, man. When you read Ezekiel 37. All right, that's going into what? The awakening, man. The Lord raising us out of the graves. But what are these guys doing? They're plucking the skin, they're ripping the skin back off. They're putting you back to dead, man. Right? With these doctrines, man, talking about heathen nations can be saved. Non-Israelites are gonna make it into the kingdom of heaven and sit on thrones and shit, man. And rule. Yeah. Madness, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3. Who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them. And they break their bones and chop them in pieces as for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron.
Yeah, spiritual cannibals. That's what you niggas are, man. You false prophets and teachers. All right? Plucking the skin, ripping the skin off the bones. Read that part about the cauldron again.
As for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron.
Yeah, there you go. So these guys have been set up to keep you in that dead state of mind, man. Okay? Keep going.
Then shall they cry unto the Lord Yahweh, but he will not hear them.
Yep.
He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doing.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Hey, as Elder Apostle Tahar, pushing the video out there, keep that same energy, man. Okay? When making the Lord to be a liar, right? Heavy price to pay for that. Okay, and you niggas that fell out too. Go ahead.
If I can add that.
Yep.
You teach a false doctrine, and those to me is you put the stumbling block for your brother, which goes against the law. Leviticus 19:14. Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shalt fear thy power. I am the Lord. How about Shah? So, and you put out a false doctrine, and you're causing your fellow brother or sister to stumble over the word of the Lord, which is a great judgment.
That's it.
This is why this teaching this truth is deadly serious, man. This isn't no pastime that we just all decide to get up on Saturday and come out here and read the Bible. You know, no, this is our service to the Lord that we're indebted to. And Habashah, he gave us on that cross, man. Hey, this is our show of gratitude to show how thankful we are for his sacrifice.
That's it. That's it. I just saw in my Bible, I didn't even notice this. In that Micah 3rd chapter, it says the last days. All right, so look what's going on in the last days, dealing with these different camps. Okay, guys are bugging out all over, man. Okay, but we already know what time it is, man. This is why it's been going again. 2026, the year of apostasy and sellouts, man. Okay, I got a quick precept before we read on to Micah 3 and verse 3, right? This is Ezekiel 11 and verses 2 and 3, and it reads, "Then said he unto me, Son of man, these are the men that devise mischief and give wicked counsel in the city." Verse 3, verse 3, which say, "It is not near, let us build houses. The city is the cauldron, and we be the flesh." So again, the wicked counsel that's coming from these different groups. Hey, we got time left. We done heard that, right? You know, we got plenty of time left here. 1,000 years. Let's build Israelite communities, banks, right? You know, you had a group that was trying to build like an actual community, man. That's not the spirit, man. Okay? You got niggas that's trying to coexist right here with Esau and Babylon, man. Right? There's all types of wicked counsels going out amongst these other camps, man. All right? And we see that a lot of these groups are completely in an off spirit, man. Okay? Let's go back. You have something, Mark? Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 3. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit." You know, it's ultimately, their own vision, their own spirit, build the different communities and different stuff, in its captivity. But it says, "Thus saith the Lord power, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit, that have seen nothing." Verse 4, the point, "O Israel, thy prophets are like foxes in the desert." Think about a fox, it's a very cunning and sly animal, so ultimately, the false prophets play off of the demise of Jacob. They ultimately reap off of the benefits of keeping Jacob asleep,
Yeah. Read that part again about following their own spirit. Because that's heavy. That spirit is heavy amongst Israel right now, man. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 13 and 3, "Thus saith the Lord power, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit."
See that? Woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirits, man. Niggas think they got it. The spirit dealing with me, I don't need the brotherhood. I don't need to be in the camp. Whatever. I don't deal with camps. Go ahead.
"And have seen nothing."
And see nothing. Right? Hey, the scriptures talk about that in Sirach, the 3rd chapter, about evil suspicion that's overthrowing your judgment. And that's what's going on with a lot of guys. A lot of niggas are leaning upon their own understanding. All right? To their own demise. Right? So hey, that's what we say. Hey, let you niggas have it. You got to figure it out. All right? You got your mind is already made up. Your conscience is already sealed with a hot iron. All right? So them demons are already embedded in your ass. Hey, so go ahead and do what you got to do. We're going to see how that pans out in the end. All right? So let's go back unless anybody has something.
It's 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 19. "For there must be also heresies among you,
Yep.
that they which are approved may be made manifest among you."
That's it.
Right, so we're seeing all these heresies going out, but it's only for the fact of proving where the true doctrine is, man. Right? So that everybody knows abundantly
Micah chapter 3 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people err.
That make my people err. Hey, that all nations included. Hey, you making the people err, man. Because you still got simple jakes that know the Israelites that actually think that all nations are going to make it, man. That the Lord actually doesn't hate the nation. You know, that the nations, the heathen, are going to enter into the second covenant and obtain new bodies and sit on thrones. You got niggas that believe that, man. Right? Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
A hell doctrine, man. Okay. Now, what was we talking about the other week? They're saying that the lake of fire. Yeah, the lake of fire is not. It's not gonna be. It's not America. You know.
They're talking about the heathen don't have rulership. Come on, man. You know, over Israelites and shit like that.
Yeah. It's real nasty right now, man. Go ahead.
Micah 3 and 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the prophets that make my people err.
That make my people err. Go ahead.
That bite with their teeth and cry peace. And he that puffeth, and he that putteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him.
Yeah. See, you niggas are preparing war against the Lord by going off like this, man. All right, by trimming the gospel to seek love, by perverting the words of the Lord. You're preparing war against Yahweh Shemel Shai. And you causing your followers to perish right along with you. Real quick, go to Ezekiel 14. Why does it go, those that follow that same prophet gonna suffer the same judgment? Ezekiel 14. Yup, get that. Yeah, I got it.
So Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse 9, and it says, and if the prophet be deceived, when he hath spoken a thing,
Yup.
I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet.
I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet, man. The Lord put that lying spirit on that nigga, man. All right? Hey, you got it. Look, it's all sifted, man. All right? The Lord got the 2/3 false prophets, right? When you go to Matthew 25, you got the 10 virgins, 5 that were wise, 5 that were foolish. Okay? The foolish represents the 2/3 and the false prophets, man. Okay? So you got to have it where the Lord has the 2/3 false prophet to sift out the 2/3 niggas he don't want. Right? But those that belong to the Lord are going to go into the right path. Okay? It's all spiritual. Go ahead.
And I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel.
That's right.
And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him.
Can I read that in NLT? Listen what that says. Just curious. That's that same verse. Right?
Ezekiel 14 and 10 in the NLT. It says, false prophets and those who seek their guidance will all be punished for their sins.
There you go. You're going to be punished right along with that false prophet, man. Go ahead. Was there any more in there? That was the point. Read it again, Slocky, brother. Read it again for me. No, please read it again. Slocky.
I saw that now.
There you go.
It says, if a prophet is deceived in giving a message, it is because I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet.
There you go.
I will lift my fist against such prophets and cut them off from the community of Israel. False prophets and those who seek their guidance will all be punished for their sins.
All you niggas gonna be punished together, man. You talking about I follow this group because I like them because they more of a militant spirit, you know. They whatever it is that attracts whatever they attract, man. But the point is what? Your leader is going off. And he's gonna be punished for it right along with you for following him, man. Go ahead.
Luke 6:39. And he spake a parable unto them. Can the blind lead the blind? Shall they both not fall into a ditch? It's like, shall they not both fall into a ditch?
Got it.
So, like you said, man, the Lord is using these false prophets to lead you to your destruction. So he has the fake ones out there, all right, to sift out the unwanted, which is why you see the majority of 2/3 gravitate towards the other Israelite camps, because when it comes down to the true prophets, all right, they don't want to listen because they know here, specifically dealing with Great Millstone, it's a standard, which we follow the standard of what Yahweh Shemel Shai laid out for us to follow. And so these other camps, they provide loopholes and leeways to get Jake to still be able to do what they want. You don't gotta go out and do a video every day. You can go teach when you want. Go out whenever you want. You know, you can do whatever the fuck your little thing is, man.
Yeah.
You be a nigga.
Yeah,
You be a nigga, yeah.
where is it at in the Bible where we gotta follow those orders?
Right. show me where I'm going off.
And
at.
show me where I'm going off at. Niggas is in that spirit. So hey, let them have it, man. But like we just read in Ezekiel 14, a prime example, when you was young, right? And you was hanging out with the wrong niggas, right? And they got in trouble, your ass got in trouble too. Even though you didn't do nothing, right? But you guilty by association, so you got your ass with too. It's gonna be the same thing in the spirit, man.
Because you know better.
You know better.
Because the prophets had let it be known that these guys are off. So if you continue to align yourself with them, what they call that in court, you're an accomplice.
Yeah, accomplice, yeah.
You know, that's like a getaway driver.
Yep.
You know, a nigga could be doing Uber. Bruh, pick dude up that just robbed the bank. The Uber driver go get charged because he was in the car with the nigga. You know, and then eventually, if he's found innocent, he'll get pardoned.
Yeah.
But off the first glance, bro, you're guilty by association.
That's it.
man.
That's it. And like you said, these niggas, they know better, and the people that follow them know better, man. Because you better believe that they've been watching the videos of the correction that's been coming forth by the true prophets. Why you should, like it tells you in Romans 16, to avoid them guys that speak contrary to the doctrine. Right? You had that too?
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Romans 16 and verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions
Yep.
and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
Speak, brother.
So like the elders going into, man, these are the people you gotta abstain from, man. You gotta stay away from these guys, stay clear from them, right? Because these, like brothers going into, the blind shall lead the blind, the boat shall fall into a ditch. We see these guys are headed straight to that fucking pit, man.
That's it.
I got one for you. I got two real quick. Two good. This is Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 21. It says, "My son, hear thou the Lord in thy kingdom. Meddle not with them that are given to change." And that's what you see with these camps, man. Every damn week, every season, they constantly changing up the doctrines, man. They constantly for what? If you got the truth, why you constantly now I just seen a new revelation that the heathen can make it now. Where was that 2 years ago?
It was right out. I think it's really right out. It was like pretty much showing that when somebody is infiltrated by the Jesuits, it's a certain doctrine that they go about. All these camps are going in that
Universalism.
same-
They got approach.
Yeah, they got approach. The universalism and the heathen can make it. That's the Jesuit doctrine.
Yep. I got one more. This is Proverbs chapter 16.
Supersessionism.
And the proof of what the brother just read is that brothers got receipts, and the receipts constantly every season come back out.
Yeah, exactly.
And niggas just look over that like that's no big deal.
Exactly. Like we just out here just making shit up.
Yeah, and that's them standing with their own words.
Like perfect example, that faggot Captain Cesaria talking about if we at ISBK would never tell nobody to inject something into their body. But then in 2020, that nigga was talking about you'd be stupid if you don't get the jump shot, man.
Right.
We got a little camera.
We always keep this.
That's what my original page got took down because I did a video on that nigga, man.
You think God cares?
Yeah. They
Your
got
leader.
ears.
Your
take
leader
the
said
Michael
that.
Chip. Michael Chip.
You gotta eat, right?
Man,
Got the receipts, man.
looking bad. Go ahead, bro.
Real quick, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25. There is a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Exactly.
That's what's coming to a lot of you two-fat ass niggas that's involved with them camps that know they're going on, and a lot of you simple ass minded niggas that fell to the wayside because it's getting a little too hard for you. That's what's coming, man. The Lord gonna give you over to the seducing spirits. If you think something right, you're gonna have what? Bad judgment, man. And that's what you see with a lot of these damn camps, man. They got compromised, and the Lord did what? He sits in their ass, man.
This book of Luke 22 and verse 31. And the Lord Yahweh Shai said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan had desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat.
You gotta get that word sift. You gotta get it in.
Oh yeah. That's amazing.
That's it, man.
And that's the Israelite man. Once you repent, turn to the Lord, they gonna say, he right there, he trying to get you. You know, it's greater pressure than to bring down or, sift you one of the men of the Lord, man.
Yeah. That's his job.
That's his
It's
job.
it's not to try. His job is to get the weak and the unbelievers out of there. Because all those that he conquers, he was meant to conquer. But it's that battle between the elect and him, because just like you read in Jude, how that him and Satan and Michael Archangel, they was wrestling with Moses' body, he knew he wasn't gonna win that. But just like he knows deep down that the elect, he's not gonna beat, but it's still that fight, still that try, like Job.
That word sift, it says inward agitation who tries one's faith to verge of overthrow.
Yeah, the inward agitation to try one's faith to the verge of overthrow, man. And a lot of niggas is letting Satan win. You know, that's what it's about, man. He's sent to try your spirit, man, to overthrow you out the faith. Matter of fact, go to Hebrews real quick, 3rd chapter. All right, where it talks about exhort one another daily, lest his heart be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. You know.
And when you look into the word agitate, it says a
What the
state.
hell? I didn't mean to cut you off, but what the hell you think is spiritual warfare is, man?
Right. Right. It's demons. Isaiah 6:15 lets us know, man, the moment you step into the path of righteousness, you're going to get plagued with demons from the jump. And the heavy part about it is, the more you grow and the more experience you get in the faith,
Yes.
the demons going to come at you harder. They got that saying, new levels, new devils.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And tell me what's the one in the Bible is more basically more required.
More responsibility. More pride.
Yeah. That's
Find that.
but that's what you see. That's gonna take place, man. It's gonna come with levels of as I say in the world, it's levels to this thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And Satan has been set up to try your faith to the verge of overthrow, so you don't win.
Right.
Understand that, man.
Right.
When you understand the point of the battle, hey, it's like, hey, you got it, man. You know, just know, hey, when you getting tested and you battling demons in your mind, hey, it's just some spirits, man, trying to overthrow you, man. You need to lock in harder with the Lord, man.
That's the point, and that's what God is out doing.
Yep.
Real quick. This is Proverbs 24:10 in the GNT. If you are weak in a crisis, you are weak indeed.
That's it.
Yeah. Lack of faith. Really?
Yeah.
That means you really don't have no you're not rooted in faith, man. You're rooted on the ways of this
There you
world.
go.
You don't, like you said, you don't fear the Lord. Because if you fear the Lord, the fear and the faith is the same. It balances itself out, man.
They're in the same threshold.
Yeah.
Because the more fear you have,
Yep.
it's going to make you have more faith because you're not going to want to please the Lord.
You're gonna always reference him through your walk. You'll be like, what? How the Lord feel if I done this?
Right.
You're not gonna say how does I feel. The scripture says in Proverbs 3:5, lean not on thy own understanding, but trust in the Lord with all thy heart. So you're gonna be worried about how the Lord feels, because when you come into the truth, guess what? It's not about your ass anymore. It's about doing what the Lord commanded you to do.
And you know,
It's above us.
you know what the Lord do because you read the scriptures and you know.
Yeah.
But you tend to do it anyway. You tend to fall out. Listen to Satan, man.
Yep.
This is Hebrews 3:13. But exhort one another daily while it is called today.
This is why we got the brotherhood, man.
Facts.
Exhort one another daily, man. Brothers is going through all types of mental gymnastics and shit, man. Dealing with all types of stuff at home, on the job, health-wise, man.
Yep.
You know?
Hebrews 3:12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power.
There you go, man. An evil heart of unbelief. Keep going.
But exhort one another daily while it is called today,
Exactly.
lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
Hey, the mind is a bitch, bro.
Yeah. They say
That's
the
Satan's
word.
playground.
They say the mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And like you said, that's Satan's playground because when you're not rooted and constantly plugging back into the power source, which is the spirit, all right, you give Satan more power and room to work with, man. All right, this is why he said, man, hey, you have the brotherhood for a reason. This is an individual walk, but you got like-minded men that are fighting the same fight you fight. So when you explain this to a brother in the truth, they get it. But if you try to go to a nigga in the world that understand, I appreciate you. You said me the other day, real quick, because they're not gonna get it. They don't have the mind of the Lord to truly give you the right counsel that you need to hear.
Real quick, just to add on to what you're saying, Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right, and the heart is going back to your mind. The mind is desperately wicked, man. Hey, you can think of some shit and actually think that's the right thing.
That's what these niggas have done. That nigga Hassad and Hakkad really sat there and watched all them fucking the Edomites.
Yeah.
And they was really like, yo, Paul was off, but then Paul was saying the Gentiles should be saved. So it's like they convinced themselves in their mind, I'm doing all that studying and researching that they're right now.
Yeah. They wrestle Paul's writings to their own destruction.
But we just, like Proverbs 16:25, there is a way that seems right to a man.
But the end thereof is death.
That's going to lead you to a path of destruction, man.
This is why all your thoughts need to be aligned through the Holy Spirit of the Lord, man.
It's a filter process.
This is filter process, man. You know, you got that. Go ahead, brother.
Folks, real quick, let me get that. This is Sirach 37. It's like Sirach 30 and 21. It says, "Give not thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel." This is why you need to speak to brothers, experienced brothers that have been battle tested, that know. All right, you can't go to outside sources because these niggas don't know, especially when it comes to camp business, man. Because in house, it's things that these people outside don't know. It's revelations that these guys don't know. It's inner workings of things that these guys don't know. All they know is what they see on YouTube. So when it comes down to real shit, you motherfuckers don't know shit, man. And it's shown through y'all goddamn actions, man. You know? Get that real quick.
Not to cut you off. What does they say? Repetition is what? The father of skill. Why would you go to people with a lack of experience when it comes as far as things in the spiritual aspect? You going to people with lack of experience on a spiritual aspect, they're going to bring you up carnal things.
Right.
They're going to tell you something carnal to do, which is going to lead you to a path of destruction.
A person will seek outside counsel because the outside counsel is going to tell them what they want to hear.
That's the point. And that's
Every
the point.
time.
They're not gonna tell you the truth.
Because Jake, we all know Jake. We used to do this shit in the world, man. You know, your parents, you know, you can't, your mom, you can ask your mom certain things because you know your dad's gonna shut that shit down from the jump, man.
Exactly.
That's what Jake do in the spirit, man.
Sure.
And they gonna go to somebody that they think that's gonna tell them what they want to hear because they don't want to hear the real thing that they need to hear, man. Because you niggas is weak, man. Go ahead, dog.
1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 4 in the NLT. If you have legal disputes about such matters, why go to outside judges who are not respected by the church?
Why go to outside judges that are not respected by the church? That's all.
These niggas don't know. These niggas don't know, bro. And that's the bottom line with that, bro. If things if things are being said by the same person in every camp, everybody in the camp is in agreement, and you're the only one that's disagreeing, that shows you that you're off, man. That shows you ain't in the right spirit. Because if not us having counsel, is that not the spirit of the Lord convening with everybody? Scripture literally say, when two or three are gathered in my name, I'm there in the midst. So what you're saying is that the spirit of the Lord is off, if not aligned with you. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, just my outside sources they confirm it.
No,
And that means that y'all off.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. All right?
Nah, they've been doing it longer. So he knows.
I got to do a little bit more research.
Yeah.
Why you think the Most High sent the men of the Lord woke us up? Because y'all, the world is off. Your preachers and your leaders, they all off. And they all being taught by the devil, man.
Right.
The Most High sent his prophets to tell y'all the truth, to bring you the truth, to lead you down the right path.
And to further expound on that, and things that brothers may not know is the chain of command that we can go up to get what we need to hear.
Exactly.
So the chain of command ultimately leads to the source of who has the most experience. So that way proper judgment can be given out. Proper counsel and advice can be given out. But Jake don't want to hear that shit because Jake's so wrapped up in themselves and their own counsel to where they think they're right.
Yeah, niggas think they're bigger than the programs and shit.
Yep.
You know, and that spirit is heavy in Israel too.
Yeah,
Right.
respect a person, man.
You know, I ain't gotta take order. I ain't gotta be on construction. All right, cool then.
Have at it.
All right, well you can keep your ass over there.
But that's why at the end of the day, as I said yesterday when we have the council, the Lord, if you're not under that sure foundation, this is the house of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the house of David. Real quick, get Amos 9:11 real quick, Yahushua. The house of David, all right, has structure because the role of the house of David in the last days is to what? Is to prepare Israel for the coming governor of the kingdom of heaven, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
This is Amos 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as the days of old.
Right, he said he was going to close up the breaches thereof. The breaches goes into the different to do their own thing still, you know, they're not in the spirit of that. Because what you're doing when you say, nah, I've been doing this, I don't need to follow under that. You're leaving a schism open, man. You're leaving it open. So that shows you're not of the house of David, man.
Can I hear? Can I get something for
Go
you?
ahead,
This is Proverbs 24 and verse 6. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors there is safety. So it's like the brother was going into, man. Like, especially now since we're in a spiritual war, you know, we need counsel more than ever, you know? Especially by wise men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have that counsel, how you going to prepare for war, man? How you going to get yourself battle ready?
Hey, the scriptures say, rough paraphrasing, consult not with a coward in matters of war.
Yeah.
Try to get killed.
That like pretty much like you said, it's gonna get you killed, man. You can't have individuals like that. That's why you talk about, you know, that fear that you can smell it. And that fear is infection. That's why we read the account about whenever the Lord was having Israel getting, you know, cut down so he can have that small number. You know, he was doing things like people that, you know, got down on all fours and
Yeah,
had that.
if you went and lapped, if you kneeled, he was basically judging those that's really tired and those that's really ready for the fight.
Right.
And a lot of guys are just really tired and wore out.
Yeah.
They ain't really they ready to give up.
Yeah, they can't abide in the standard. It's, when you're in this house, you abide by house rules.
Yep.
And what happens when a king feel like he's on his own shit, right? I don't need to be here no more. I can go move out. I can get my own shit, right? That's how Jake feel. You know, that's what we see when all these other camps that claim they believe in those doctrines. But when the doors was open for them to come in, they did because your proud ass thought you had it. Man.
Exactly. You had niggas on the outside that was hindering it too.
Facts.
Yeah, don't you don't gotta join that, man. Just keep doing what you do.
Right.
You know?
Somebody had to do this. This is Proverbs 26 and 16 in GNT. It says a lazy person will think he is smarter than 7 men who can give good reasons for their opinions. So how is a nigga that's barely been putting work in all of a sudden know more judgment than seasoned men that's been doing this thing, man?
Exactly.
Nigga, we checked your resume, bro. You shot it. Hey, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 3 months. How the hell is you gonna tell somebody wise counsel when your ass ain't even in the game like that, man?
Facts. All that shit up.
Fuck out of here, man.
Definitely out of
Back to Hebrews 3 and verse 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living powers.
Right.
But exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
Yeah, that's like I said. That's why you got the body. That's why you got the brotherhood. Man, it says exhort one another daily, man. You got sometimes, hey, a brother might be low in the spirit. You got to build him up, man. Because hey, that could be potential for that brother to fall away, man. So you got to charge that brother up, man. Hey, house of iron sharpening iron. So do with the countenance of the surrender, paraphrase, right? That's why we here, man. We all going through this. We all going through the same fight, man. And this shit is real, bro.
Have spiritual highs and have spiritual lows.
Come on, man.
You're gonna have more lows than highs.
Yes.
That's why, as a brother, he brought in. I don't know if he quoted. There was another one he brought out. But when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. You're gonna have more lows than highs, man. Because it's not a. Like we keep saying, it's not about you. It's the Lord's breaking you down to build you up,
Yeah,
man.
man.
When you read Sirach, the 2nd chapter, it tells you don't depart from the Lord. Basically, when things get tough, that's when you're supposed to cleave to Him more. When the shit gets bad, that's when you're supposed to be cleaving to the Lord more than ever, man.
You go inward. You don't seek outside to fill the hole because the scriptures tell you the eyes never satisfy. It's always going. You attain whatever goal you was looking for. Now you on to the next one, and it's never ending. But with the Spirit, it gives you that fulfillment. You know that, hey man, I got the truth.
That's fact like it's
Right.
John 14th chapter, the Lord said, what? He's the what? Comforter. The comforter, man. Yahweh Shai already been through this. He already passed the test. That's why he sent forth the scriptures to give us what the comforter to understand that guess what? You're going to have to go through the same sufferings that I went through. But I sent forth you the comforter so you be comforted in the times that you're
There
coming
you
to.
go. The comforter is what allows you to overcome those trials.
Yes.
Right?
And then added to with the brotherhood, brotherhood, all right, you have brothers that have been through different situations that can give you their testimonies of how they overcame their different trials and tribulations. Man.
Yeah. Brothers been going through hell, man.
Brothers,
So that-
brothers that sacrifice greatly
Yes.
for this truth, man.
Yes.
Still sacrificing, man.
I have one real quick.
This is Proverbs 27 and verse 23. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks.
Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flock, man. That's why you have elder brothers, man. You should always what? Take heed to the elder brothers, man. That's why the elder brothers is always making sure brothers is on point. And we can check when you off, man. But when you go into outside sources, brothers can't make sure you're good when you're not actually tapping in and making sure that you got the comforter and a right counsel.
Right, but that don't even matter when you view outside sources over the brothers.
Exactly.
So what? It's of no use.
Because, hey, the outside source doesn't know what's going on in the house.
Exactly.
So cause you know how Jake do, just like in school. You know, you get in trouble, you go home, you tell your parents everything that you want them to know.
Exactly.
Instead of giving them the full
whole
story.
story, yeah.
And so when the full story ends up coming out, you look stupid now.
Exactly.
You know?
A lot of jakes is like that. They don't tell you the hey, they'll give you the story on how they was the victim,
Right.
but they'll never tell you what the fuck they was doing.
Right.
See that?
They pull that Edomite.
Yeah, Jake full of shit, man. But anyway, let's go back.
Let's jump back.
The book of Micah chapter 3, verse 5. Let's start back at 4. Then shall they cry unto the Lord Yahweh Shai, but he would not hear them. He would even hide his face from them at that time.
Yeah. When this trip is made mandatory, all right, the Lord gonna hide his face from you false prophets out there, man. All you niggas that was lying, talking about we all got some form of a mark of a beast.
Exactly. Like, what the
Yeah, nigga say, hey, I laugh at that shit. That shit
shit
was
is
funny, man.
hilarious, man.
Yeah, Zarya. We all have some form of a mark of a beast. Nigga is the mark of the beast.
Exactly. And then we trying to play semantics. Oh, see, when the Lord said Yahweh Shashi on his right hand,
That was terrible.
I was like, that. I said, man, I said, these niggas.
Guys,
That was
bad.
a terrible analogy.
I said, that is trash, bro.
But see, he was able to get that Jake. That Jake was sick. He started out kind of on that footing of, great work on teach that, and he started on that section. Down.
We didn't get Dr. Reed.
Micah 3 and verse 4. Then shall they cry unto the Lord Yahweh, but he would not hear them.
He would not hear them. Go ahead.
He would even hide his face from them at that time,
Yep.
as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings.
Yeah, as they behave themselves ill in their doings. And like I said, it's a lot of nasty work going on out here, man. And the Lord is eventually going to address it, man, by putting you to death.
Yep.
All right, by punishing your ass, man.
He's gonna use your back. Esau Edom.
That's what I'm saying.
That little refuge of lies. And you read Isaiah.
Jake gonna learn that the Lord is not playing.
If you was wise, you would look at the situation that happened to Comfort and even Alazar as two good examples of
Exactly.
you
Polite.
can't play with the Lord. And polite, yeah. You know, you can't play with the Lord. What's the nigga that got you? Rapper News,
Rapper
Dog
News,
Brown.
yeah.
Damn, I forgot he died.
Yeah. Dr. C. York, Africa Bombada, all the weirdos,
All the exposure, man.
you know.
Found out who was truly sincere when it came to the 2000 doctrine.
Yep.
All that, man.
Oh, Ricky Harris, yeah.
Yeah, Ricky Harris.
Harris.
Got his ass. up
Hey,
right there.
Drewski might be next.
Yeah,
Never
oh,
know.
yeah.
Shit.
Plenty of guys that make mark of the Lord. And
Oh, yeah.
if he ain't put them to death, we done plagued their mind. Or done took resources from them.
Hey, one thing I learned through my experience in this walk, nobody gets away.
Nope.
And I stand on that. I've seen it. Go ahead. We've experienced it.
Yeah, it's not facts.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
Falling on people and shit.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Trees falling on people. Yo.
Yeah, ain't no joke.
Not too far after you fell out.
Come on, man.
Goddamn.
The one Jake that got fired,
Timber.
There you go.
still alive and not
Yeah. The old, yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
the fell.
Yeah, the dude that
Yeah,
fell out.
Snake,
Yep.
that nigga
The dude who fell from the.
building that kept popping everybody's girls.
Yeah.
And the ride don't work out.
Yeah, the Lord make mock of your ass, man.
Terrible power. Go ahead, brother. You got something for it?
It's Sirach chapter 16 and verse 11. And if there be one stiff-necked among the people, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out his pleasure. So it's a miracle, man, if you can avoid, the judgment of Yahweh Shai, which means it's not going to happen. Right? He already has it slated for you to face that judgment.
Yeah.
make my people err that bite with their teeth and cry peace.
Yep.
And he that put it not into their mouths, they even prepare war against them.
Yeah, because the Lord ultimately ain't dealing with you. And through your lies and your false doctrines, you're preparing war against the Lord, man.
And living in rebellion. When you rebel, literally you're declaring war against God.
Exactly.
Like this.
Therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark to you, that ye shall not divine, and the sun shall go down over the prophets,
Yep.
and the day shall be dark over them.
Yeah, yeah. The sun's gonna go down, and it's gonna be known at that point that the spirit was never there.
Yeah, no understanding.
You can put on a hat and all this shit you want to, but when this shit get real, it's gonna be known who the spirit is really dealing with,
Yeah,
man.
you can use all them big words,
Yeah.
sound etiquette and all that
Come
shit.
on, man.
But hey, you can't do that with the Lord.
Yeah.
You can't finesse the Holy Spirit.
You can have the immaculate camera work. You can have thousands upon thousands of views, right? Niggas hyping you up on a comment board, whatever. You got all the money. All that shit ain't gonna matter, man. Cash App, Vimo, whatever. Super chats. All that shit ain't gonna matter when judgment hits the fan, man. Okay? Because these guys are all about the world on this side, man. Okay? But this world, as we know it, is coming to an end. So all that shit, in due time, all that shit ain't gonna matter anyway. You got it, brother.
Verse 7, then shall the seers be ashamed.
Oh man. Then should the seers be ashamed? You false prophets, man. Niggas is gonna be ashamed when this shit hit, man.
Seers is called prophets. So those that call themselves prophets and high priests and bishops, they're gonna be ashamed in that day, man. They're gonna be
Generals.
they're gonna be confounded.
Yeah, where those times that
Exactly, man. You're gonna be confounded in that day, man.
Yep.
Your congregation gonna be seeking answers, man.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's why, you had like Bishop Nate talking about he had that dream.
Yep.
The congregation would turn on and kill them.
Yep.
And Alazar said the same
Alazar
thing.
said the same thing.
Yeah, because that's the guilt.
That's
That's
guilt.
the guilt from them niggas,
Yeah,
man.
because
You've been lying.
You've been lying. Like it's why you always lying.
Yeah, exactly. And then you said it on camera too.
Yep. That's what they so dumb.
Further
I
condemnation.
understand y'all dumbass niggas is saying that shit behind the scenes, but y'all niggas saying that shit in 4K. And then the niggas are so simple.
Yep.
They ain't even like, hey, they did say that in 2019.
Right.
But now in 2025, he said something else. They ain't even catching heed to that shit. That's why the Lord gave you that block so that you can have your little followers so they can be led to destruction.
What was heavy too, Elder Apostle Hart said it, I think he said it last night on the lesson he did. But when we get to that point where it's like, it's known what the chip is and all of that it's like that spell's gonna come off of them.
Yeah, that head.
They're gonna wake up right away
Yep.
at that point. So
Yep.
whoever belongs to the Lord, who's part of that hopeful elect, they're gonna see it at that time.
Yeah, that's the with a spirit with that curse and they
Yeah.
can't see.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh shit.
Exactly.
That angel gonna take it off.
Take
like,
that veil
damn.
off. Yep.
I've been lying to the whole
time.
They're gonna be pissed off. They're
Yep.
gonna seek your head, man.
That's it. You got it. Now. Somebody was holding something? Go ahead.
So Isaiah 28 and 15 in the NLT.
Con, beautiful.
You boast, we have struck a bargain to cheat death, and have made a deal to dodge the grave.
Yeah, man, let's build up this land. We got 500 acres, man, in Atlanta. We're building up a community, man. Is that not what these niggas doing? You trying to build up a kingdom within the kingdom, man. You feel like you cheating death. You feel like you good. You gotta understand, these niggas got money, so they feeling like they on top of the fucking world, man. You know how JK, you got a couple $100 in your pocket. What more so millions? And a follower and a backing like that? So
Spirit
they feel like,
definitely
yeah,
dealing
they
with
feel like they cheated death. They untouchable. That's how they feel. They feel like they demigods, man.
They feel like they said that years ago when IUIC had that video with them on that cruise ship.
Yep.
It was like, yeah, we gotta, pretty much live like we're in the kingdom now. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, because they already knew what was coming. They already knew that they weren't gonna make it on the first ride, man. On the first go round. Because they knew they knew what they doing is wicked, man.
Yeah, that false prosperity is blinding.
Yeah.
See, when not,
Hey, because Satan will bless you too.
Yeah.
Is this not his world?
This is his word. This is his
They
nature.
forget that. They think that everything's from the Lord. No. This is why wisdom and discernment is especially important in this time.
It's much needed.
Satan is sitting bring you exactly what you want right now, and that shit take you out right now. We at the finish line, and Jake still has aspirations for getting shit in this world.
Niggas is looking back,
Yeah,
like Lot's wife.
right.
Yep. Trying to build their own house.
Exactly. Trying to save their own life. Let's get to say them that trying to save their life shall lose it. Them that lose their life for my sake shall find it.
Damn, that cut, you know who too? Right there. Damn.
Isaiah 28:15.
But niggas don't care.
Nah,
That's what it is.
because they can only see the here and now.
Exactly.
Their eyes are looking for the kingdom.
They only want to see what they want to see.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Ray Charles, man.
Isaiah 28:15. You boast, we have struck a bargain to cheat death.
Yeah, you took a bribe, you took a bag. You read that in I think Amos the 2nd chapter. About you took the deal. You got that cheap ass Happy Meal. Brother. Yeah. Keep going.
Say, we have made a bargain to cheat death and have made a deal to dodge the grave.
Yeah. You made a deal to dodge the grave, man. You think you got past judgment, man.
Yeah, you think Esau gonna have mercy
Yep.
on you because you doing his bidding? Well, I'm down and I'm telling everybody that Edomites can make it. He won't be that like when Antiochus.
Persecution will be as hard.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Antiochus tried to butter up the 7 sons
Yeah,
that he was murdered. That last one, he tried to pretty much like promise him like he's gonna show favor and all that shit. No, this devil just killed your other brother and your mother.
Yeah, is that not what Esau been doing to our whole nation the whole time? And you niggas struck a deal with him, actually thinking that it's gonna profit you when the Lord returns.
It's the same devil that made over 500 some treaties with Gad and broke every last one of them. You think that because you sold out now that he's gonna have favor on you? Fuck out of here.
He gonna honor a trade.
Come on, man. He said that the thing that he hates the most is trade. Because if you turn on your own people, what makes you think you gonna turn on him? Dumbass.
Now it reads, the coming destruction can never touch us, for we have built a strong refuge made of lies.
And these guys is all about the law, right? When the law tells you not to make a covenant with the heathen.
And I'll take a bribe.
There you go. A bunch of hypocrites, man. But it's all being found out. It's all being seen.
And that's why I go back. This is why the house of David being risen up. The Lord is setting up the true judges, like it says in Isaiah 126. And all these guys that's being exposed, whether they're false teachers, whether they're weak bitch ass niggas, or whatever, they're not fit to sit in them judges seats. That's what's being exposed right now.
Yeah, 'cause they don't have the spirit of discernment.
You're not a judge.
Not a judge. Everybody's not meant to be a judge. Everybody's
You
not.
can't put yourself in a position either. Guys want to put themselves in positions of, well, I'm the top dog, I'm the leader. It's
Yeah.
not how it works, man.
Where they'll be like, oh, what about y'all? How do y'all know? Well, we're trying.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the difference. And we're trying. Y'all niggas has already got your mind sealed that you ain't it.
Yeah. Scripture say put on as a elect. So if you're putting on as a elect, you'll be meant doing what? Being diligent to make the call and election sure. So you be applying the scriptures so you have a more sure word of prophecy. And also what? You got a good chance that you might be part of the elect.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the business model of that nigga. Hey, in the business world, you gotta take the model of fake it till you make it, right? That's what they tell you in business. You gotta act like it, and then you eventually become it. Well, that's what we're doing in the spirit, man.
Yep.
Micah 3 and 7. Then shall the seers be ashamed, and the diviners confounded.
Yep.
Yeah, they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer of the Most High.
Yeah, because once they start getting questioned, you said this back in 2018, and then here it is in 2025, you saying this. So people gonna be questioning them, man.
Yeah.
And then the Lord said you're gonna cover your mouth because you ain't gonna have shit to say.
What can you say? You've been lying all these years, and then now when the mark of the beast is made to show what GMS has been saying all along, what can you say?
Yeah. Hey, you window
You gonna
shopping.
say, I'm sorry? What's that gonna do?
Come on, man, it's too late.
You done made them take the juice and the damn seed.
Exactly. Fuck your congregation, all of them. Man.
Yeah, just straight off the cliff.
Yeah.
And they don't have no shame, no guilt about it, man.
They just made blasphemy in the name all these years, but then, like you said, nobody questioned. He has one of the best breakdowns of the name all these years. And then even when he almost died back in, 2021, first thing he did when he came out from Passover, he gave praises to the name. Now right back to the same bullshit he was doing before. It was always just like,
Verse 8. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh. judgment, and of might to declare to Jacob his transgressions, and to Israel his sins.
Yeah, this is what Michael was doing back then to them damn false prophets and whatnot, man. It's the same thing we doing now. We're declaring the judgment of Israel's sin, man. It's being called out, man. This is why we implore you, you Jakes out there to repent, man, while you still have a chance. You know, because we're coming into the time where there's not going to be any more repentance, man. That time is almost up. All right,
The doors of mercy,
there you go.
literally almost closing. Like
That's it.
that ark, the spiritual ark that we're building is really closing up for real.
Yeah.
It's with the time when the hour of temptation is drawing very, very close. Man.
Calm.
Hey, did you ever get that for me in Revelation? Let not thy nigga take that.
Revelation 3 and verse 11, it says, Behold, I come quickly.
Yep.
Hold that fast which thou hast,
Yep.
that no man take thy crown.
It says, Behold, I come quickly. It says, Behold, I come quickly. If you're in the spirit, you already seeing that the Lord is speeding things up. What Alexa, you see everything's moving to the fashion of this beast system. So that's showing that the Lord is coming, man. That's you having faith. He says, Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast to thou what has been taught. So you should be cleaving on to what you've been taught through the gospel of Yahweh Shem Shah, to the good news. That's right. Instead of starting being double-minded, questioning things like, man, that don't seem right. You starting to let that incredulity seep in, that lack of faith. That gets you to start to fall away, man.
That gives Satan something to work with.
Yeah.
He's going to continue to build upon that.
Yep.
Because all he needs is like faith. And it's just
Mustard seed.
a seed.
Yep.
And once that seed is planted, all right, he can start to nurture. That's
Yep.
why certain things will start happening to where it's like, man, it's the truth, man.
Yep.
The truth is why I'm not where I'm supposed to be at, man.
Yep.
Camping and keeping the article, man, put me back.
Yeah, y'all putting me back on the accomplish of this world, man. I'm not where I'm supposed to be in life. All that extra bullshit, man. Finish the last part of it. Done.
It's out of the commentary for that verse. It says, never forget that the man most likely to steal your crown is yourself.
Yeah. That's what does the scripture say all the time, man? What does the scripture always say? It says what? Dang. Examine thyself daily, man.
I'll be in the faith.
If brother not be in the faith, least you be what? A fucking reprobate, man.
Examine
Lack
me.
of fucking discernment and lack of judgment,
Right.
man.
Examine means to inward, to introspect inward.
Yeah.
Look inside. Are you really applying what you do? You really believe what you say you do, man? And what is coming out? A lot of you Jakes don't.
Nah.
Y'all are actors, man.
Yeah, for you to have to ask yourself, if the Lord come back, how would you tell the Lord? And then you gotta think that you're gonna explain this shit. That lets you know already a lot of you guys is not really in it for your house shot. You in it for self. A lot of you guys already came there with ill intentions, and you really not. You don't, like we been saying, you don't understand what you're involved in.
It's because Jake has a backup plan.
Yeah.
And if the main plan A and plan B don't work, you got an extra plan.
Yeah.
Jake runs to that extra plan because they seen that, yeah, this ain't gonna fly here.
No,
This ain't for me no more.
nah, because we have a standard, man.
Even on it says, never forget that the man most likely to steal your crown is yourself. Keep the-
You are your own enemy, your worst enemy.
That's a worldly term, but it comes from the Bible. You will destroy yourself, man. You will destroy yourself if you don't take counsel within ourselves and looking at you like, you know what, I'm going to fuck off. If you don't check yourself, man, what they say, you're going to wreck yourself.
You should be able to
Come
check.
on,
You
man.
should be able to check the shit about you before a
Yup.
brother.
Yeah, you should be
That's
able to
already,
know.
that's already doing. That's part of being a judge, man. When you know, all right, bro, I'm doing too much. I'm tripping.
Yeah, that's why they only have certain judges. That's why men are supposed to be judges, man. What to testify. Because men supposed to deal with logic, reason. Women base shit off what? Emotions. Men want, even if it's their brother that killed somebody, they, you know what, bro, you went off. You guys to go. They not gonna let, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? I love him. You got to say motherfucker. They're gonna be like, no, you know what? He killed the innocent man. He got, hey, you my brother, and you got to, go to the scripts, you got to be put to death. Then we're not gonna base that shit off our emotions, man. We ain't gonna do that, man. And a lot of you guys, you base your fucking decisions off your fucking emotions, man.
And emotion and ill judgment.
Exactly.
And ultimately, it's back to principle.
That's what happened to that prophet with his sons.
Eli.
He didn't correct them. got judged for that.
Yep. His whole line got taken out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was
That was the end result.
Yeah.
The Lord told him his whole line was going to go.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep. Respect the
Scary,
person.
it's scary thing out
That
here.
shit's crucial.
Respect the person. The Lord said he's not the
He's not a
respected person.
respecter of person.
Nope.
Hey, what's the word you used that day? Impartiality or something you said? You know what I'm talking about, right? The whole situation about
Oh, fuck, I can't.
I think it was like impartiality or something.
Yeah.
But it's dealing with judgment.
Yeah.
But you gotta have perfect judgment.
That's it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. The relationships and all that shit come after. It's the Lord's business first and foremost.
Big-
Proverbs 4:22. It said, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life."
Right? It's like scriptures say, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, man. Right? When your mind is overtaken, it's over, man. Right? You've been completely given up to these demons, man. That's going back to that sifting, right? So when we read this again, it says, you are in no greater danger from anyone or anything than from yourself. When those attacks begin, man, you have to be able to examine yourself to see if you're in the correct spirit. Right? You have to overcome these things by seeking out proper counsel, by seeking out first the Lord, man, by praying to the Lord to reveal what needs to be done, man, and the steps that you need to take. Right? And then you can go to brothers to receive that counsel. But when you try to do things on your own merit, you find yourself continuing to spiral out of control, man. You know?
Right, because in this world, we're constantly bombarded with temptation, constantly bombarded with, all kinds of thoughts, demons fucking with you. Every day you need to examine yourself whether you're walking the right path, man. It's like just like with anything, you always gotta make sure you're moving in the right line. You draw on the line, you ain't gonna make that shit all crooked. You know what I'm saying?
This book called The Compound Effect. It pretty much tells you one step in any wrong direction can lead to you being miles off, right, going down the line, man. So if you are making those corrections daily, you can find yourself not even knowing it and gone completely left, man.
Walking that straight, narrow path. Go ahead and turn a little bit this way and do it anyway. Your ass gonna fall off.
What's the measurement stick? Scripture.
Can I bring this up? Oh, you got it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 11, and it says the words of the wise are as gold. Think about a gold is something, like you got like livestock, a gold pretty much earns something. So it says the words of the wise are as golds and nails fastened by the masters of assemblies, which are given from one shepherd. And back on your point, it was 2 Corinthians 13th chapter. That 5th verse, it said to examine ourselves. So pretty much what we're examining ourselves with is the words of the wise, so the scriptures. Making sure that we're ultimately aligned with the scriptures.
Fine. I got one real quick. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 48. I'm quoting it. It says, "But he that knoweth not and did not commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. But it says, for unto whosoever much is given, of him shall be much required." So once you come to the faith, once you start to grow, it's going to be much required, man. You should already know that, man. That's in the world, man. When you get a high position, you already know you're going to be held at a higher standard than everybody else, man.
It's like when you come into this thing through spirit, it's like the Lord give you the tools here, now get to work. You know what I'm saying? Like here, this is what you need, get your ass to work.
Here's the hole.
Yeah.
Here's the back rake. Here's the plan.
That's it.
You know? And as you see, you start to get good. It's like, okay, I like his work. All right, now I need to do this now.
Exactly.
And then just keep adding to it because you getting more experience in
There
the
you go.
work.
Hey, labor is work. Labor is work. It's strenuous, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be cut out for it.
Yeah, and it requires sacrifice.
Exactly. Hey, not to cut your brothers up, but hey, like we was talking, hey, doing videos every day is real.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because you're battling the elements of what you got going on in your personal life and shit like that, and then because you don't want to just do any type of video, you want the video to be, you want it to be a quality video. You know, you want the spirit to be working. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a light thing doing videos daily.
And that's why when the apostles put that order out there, all these niggas outside of GMS scoffed at that. It was like, yo, who the fuck is he to sit there and say we do these videos like that?
Right.
You know, that's why these camps have that mentality of we do the work when we want it. which shows you that you're not in the spirit of the Lord. Because, hey, like Prophet the Ball always brings out, man. All right, daily exhortation, daily application, daily invitation. Yahweh Shah was in the temple teaching daily. Now, for a brother, you may not be able to get a video every day.
Yeah.
But it's the attempt the Lord is wanting you to have.
The mindset.
It's to the point to where the Lord put the spirit on Pastor Holmes like, look, at least give the Lord 3. He gave you a minimum. And you got guys that can't even do that. You got 3 videos on your page that don't even equal an hour. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you said that last week, bro. If you give the Lord 10 minutes a day for a week, that's an hour. You can't get the Lord an hour of your week? That's weak, bro. That's weak as hell, bro. But see, Jay look at the video, it's like, yo, I'm doing the work. You know, we go to camp every Saturday, so that's it. You know, we ain't got to really do the lessons like that, but you should want to do the work. When the Spirit is on you, like I said, out of that belly shall flow rivers of living water. You should just want to do the work, bro. Like, something happened, a video, topic, comes to your mind, like, yo, I got to put this out.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the spirit. And how would you not want to do the work when you got brothers all around you on fire, bro?
Come on, man.
Dropping 3, 4, 5 videos every day. You like, shit.
Topic that you wanted to touch on.
Yeah. Like, I got to get some. Your mindset, like, I got to get some of that, man. Like, shit crazy, man.
Hey, brother, you're watch the video. You're like, no, I'm stopping at this point.
That's it.
I'm about to steal this.
Let's
right
come on,
here.
man. It's like a spiritual charge.
Spiritual charge, man. You're like, I'm about to use it.
Come
Some of
on,
these
man.
talking points, so I'm gonna use about 4 or 5 scriptures and about to do my own
There you
lesson
go.
real
So,
quick.
so if you don't feel like that, you ain't in the spirit.
You are.
You all.
You're not a prophet.
I don't care what you say,
Not a
bro.
prophet.
Hey, the scripture says the lion has roared, who will not fear?
Yes, sir.
Who has spoken, who can but prophesy?
That's it.
So if you ain't in that spirit, then you ain't a prophet.
Hey, that's the spirit. Can you say that? Because hey, that lion roaring, and that's the call out in the spirit to make you want to do the work. Like you said, when you go on YouTube, you see all these videos coming out. Hey, that should put in fear. Like, damn, I ain't did anything. Let me get something in real quick.
I gotta contribute. I gotta add to that, man.
I don't want the Lord to
Yeah.
sum me up for not doing that, man.
It's a beautiful thing. Get involved. Shit.
Get your hands dirty, man.
Got one.
We got it, brother.
This is priest. He said, this is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. It says, I beseech you therefore, brothers, by the mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and you present your bodies a living sacrifice.
A living sacrifice, because that's what's required in truth, man. You know, as we get closer and closer to the return of Yahweh Shai, all right, the Lord is closing all avenues of comfort that take away from you seeking Him out. So that's gonna be your job, your family, your whatever the fuck you put your trust in, man. The Lord eventually gonna bring you to that point where it's the truth or the world.
That's it.
You can't get around it. No matter how much you try to run to the other side to get rolled out, no, bro. The Lord is going to make you choose. And so you have to sacrifice, man. And guess what? When you do that and you sacrifice willingly, the Lord will reward that.
Bless you. Yeah.
And that reward is way better than what you gave up. Brothers that lost, shit, I had 2 women when I came in the truth. The Lord gave them back. Well, I got 2 women now, man. You know?
That's right.
So, hey,
That's
it's
right.
just, you know, not to boast of myself, but that just show you the sacrifice, man.
right.
This brother gave up his NFL career to become a teacher. And look how the Lord has blessed this brother with fruit, man. You know, so, hey, the sacrifices don't go unnoticed, man. The Lord, all brothers that teaching out here, they made some type of sacrifice, life-changing sacrifices to come out here and teach, man. And the Lord is blessing, man.
Finish it out. It says, totally acceptable unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which is your reasonable service.
That's the least you
The least you can do.
a video, bro. The Lord ain't telling you to goddamn throw your whole closet away, go buy some 100% linen pants, get some Jesus sandals, and walk the earth like a nomad. No, just do the work. Follow the commandments the best way you can and just believe. And He made it so easy for you, man. And Jay makes that burdensome, man.
Yeah, because he said that your righteousness is filthy rags. But he said if you sacrifice a little bit of your time and do this for me, that's the least you can do. Damn, nigga. I didn't take you out in the world. You was a nigga. I let you have the full understanding of the scriptures. I brought you out of the world. The least you can do is, put up a sacrifice for me. Is this not the altar?
Yeah.
Come on, dog. This is the altar, man. He said I would set up little sanctuaries. He would set up altars. This is the altar, man. You gotta put up a sacrifice, man. Come on, man.
believe,
That's
right?
bullshit, man.
Scripture say, give him his due offering.
Exactly.
Do good unto yourself and give him his due offering.
Because once you put above the Lord eventually will take you.
guys, you're really denying the Lord in the spirit because you're not putting up your videos and you're not doing the work, showing you what? Your lack of faith that you don't believe.
So what's that eventually gonna happen? It means that when you expect the Lord to provide you a hedge in time of trouble, you ain't gonna have
You ain't
you
gonna
ain't
get it.
you forsook it. You forsook it for your hedge in this world.
Yeah, everybody makes time what they want to make time for.
Exactly, man.
You know,
And that's crazy. I be telling them.
I'm trying to tell you, if it was a woman, if it was a bad woman giving you some box, you'd be on time every time.
Yeah.
Or if a nigga owes you a large amount of money, you be on time for that.
You pull it up. I done told plenty of that women that shit, man. You make time for what you want to make time
That's it,
for.
man.
If you want to fuck with me, you want to fuck. If you don't, you don't. Ain't
That's it.
nobody simple. But that's even in the ministry. If you know you want to do a video, you gonna do a video. If you know you
Right.
bullshit, you bullshit.
You shouldn't have to fucking pressure a video continually telling somebody, hey bro, do the work.
Exactly.
Do the work. But no, it should be in you.
Yep.
This is Micah 2, verse 8. Micah 3 and verse 8.
The spirit, and it's how the spirit is, man.
Yeah.
Like the wind, man. Things have to be addressed.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Micah 3 and 8. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh, and of judgment, and of might, to declare to Jacob his transgression, and to Israel his sin. Hear this, I pray you, ye heads of the house of Jacob, and princes of the house of Israel, that abhor judgment, and pervert all equity.
Yep. Pervert all equity, man. You break the scriptures down wrong, right? Lying to the people. You know, keep going out. I want to read these two verses in the NLT. Read verse 10 and then we'll get it back.
Verse 10.
That's what you read too, because you breaking down scriptures on the brothers and sisters. This is the altar. You're offering up a wicked sacrifice and you break the scriptures down.
Facts. Big facts.
Micah 3 and 10. They build up Zion with blood, and Jerusalem with iniquity.
Exactly. Go ahead. Read that NLT for me.
Micah 3 and 10 in NLT. You are building.
Read 9. Read 9 first.
Micah 3 and 9 NLT. Listen to me, you leaders of Israel. You hate justice and twist all that is right.
Exactly. Well, that's what's going on now. All right. The year of apostasy and sellouts, man. Go ahead.
You are building Jerusalem on a foundation of murder and corruption.
Yes.
So you rulers make decisions based on bribes. You priests teach the Most High's laws only for a price.
It's all about money. It's all about filthy lucre, man. It's all about getting the super bag, man. Hey, one thing that niggas know when they come into the truth, hey, it's easy to hit a lick on Jake, man. It's easy to get a big bag off Jake, man. Because Jake is going to blindly follow. Right?
Especially the Bible. Because Jake got a zeal for the Bible, man, but not for the knowledge.
That's it.
Especially with the scriptures, man. They've been making hella money. He saw the heathen making, and now Jake, they've been making hella money off Jake to come to the
But
Bible.
it really it's truth in general though.
Yeah.
Because even the conscious community and everything else, all these niggas has been able to get over on people because Jake is really financial. So how much more when it came, like you said, to the truth,
That's it, man.
the Bible, man. That's the biggest, biggest money tip.
That's these guys all day. That was it, right?
Let's look.
Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Yep.
It says, you prophets won't prophesy unless you're paid.
Damn. You prophets won't prophesy unless you're paid.
Go to the Patreon, man.
Come on, man.
Get the cash out, man. The link at the bottom, man. Matter of fact, let's put up a whole clip, about 3-5 minutes of damn products you can buy for the
Yeah,
video
exactly.
store. Is that not what they do?
One of the camp that was like, we're not gonna start the video until we reach this amount of number.
Yeah. Numbers equal pay.
Yeah, paywall breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate was doing that shit.
He was
Got the breakdown. The
that's the
breakdown
first
for
nigga.
Revelation,
Yup.
the 13th chapter was with $99.
That was the first nigga that was doing that shit. Back when early
Yeah,
2000s.
I think one of the brothers found the page where they was actually selling the breakdowns and they had the price attached.
I say this is before I came to truth. They had like 10 minutes to break down. You got to follow.
Yeah. You gotta buy the other one. Then you gotta buy the other one.
You gonna give them a teaser and then make them pay. What if they can afford it? You ain't
Hey.
gonna know.
You don't spend about goddamn about $500 damn dollars. You ain't at the end
That's
of the damn
wicked,
thing.
man.
That's fucked up, dog. You barely at the bottom of Revelation. You spent $500.
You at first two. You got to pay for the rest of it.
And they're live.
Yeah, and they breaking it down.
Yeah,
You buy faulty products.
That's wicked.
That's like not to compare it to no worldly shit. That's like a nigga talking about he's selling you cocaine, but it's a bag of flour.
Yeah, exactly. Real talk.
prophets won't prophesy unless you are paid. Yet all of you claim to depend on the Lord.
Exactly. Get on the video. First and foremost, we'll give all praise to Yahweh. In the name of the Son, Hamashiach Yahushua.
No. We'll give all praise to Barbaroso and what they say? Most High in Christ. They don't say Most High in Christ.
You're right. You're right.
Most High in Christ, man.
You got the nerve, man.
These niggas, man.
Crazy.
These niggas.
Audacity.
Yeah, Most High in Christ blessed. Return to the evil. Most High in Christ.
That's it. Shit's crazy. You got it.
Finish it out. It says, no harm can come to us, they say, for the Lord is here among us.
What is the Lord gonna do if I'm breaking the scriptures down wrong? Is he gonna judge me? Yes, nigga.
Well, you didn't even ask this.
That's some real pride right there, bro.
That's some wild shit. But Jake, it's something Jake ain't got fear.
Yeah, Jake, go
No
ahead.
fear, bro.
Somebody hold Jeremiah 23 and 11. Read it down.
Micah 3:11. The heads thereof judge for reward,
Yep.
and the priests thereof teach for hire,
Yep.
and the prophets thereof divide for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord Yahweh and say, it is not the Lord Yahweh shall among us. None evil can come upon us. Therefore,
And that's what they say. You know, will the Lord really judge us for this? Yes. Go ahead.
therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house of Israel as high places of the forest.
Yep. Let's go to that Jeremiah 23 and 11.
You know what this shows? The spirit that a lot of these niggas know for them wicked kings. Back when we read our history.
Yep.
Eyes that was the opposition, with the scribes, the Pharisees, and all that. That's what you got.
After they lie. Who got it?
Jeremiah 23 and verse 11. For both prophet and priest are profane, yet in my house have I found their wickedness, said the Lord.
Yep. And right now, it's all getting put out on First Street, man. Showing you these guys ain't right. The Spirit of the Lord ain't there, man. All right? And like Elder Pastor Hart said, hey, stick a fork in these niggas. They done. Super cooked. Go ahead.
Wherefore their way shall be unto them as slippery waves in the darkness.
Yep.
They shall be driven on and fall therein.
That's right.
For I will bring evil upon them.
See, the Lord said He gonna bring evil upon these guys, man. The Lord not playing, and He gonna bring that same evil that He's gonna bring upon these false prophets upon the people that follow them too. Go ahead.
I will bring evil upon them, even the year of their visitation, saith the Lord. I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesied in Baal and caused my people Israel to err.
And cause my people Israel to err. And that's what they're doing, man. They come in the spirit of Satan, man. Deception. Okay? Keep going.
I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies.
They walk in lies. Go ahead.
They strengthen also the hands of evildoers.
Yeah, they strengthen the hand of evildoers, man, because really you're doing the bidding of the devil, man. Right? Talking about all nations can make it, man. Okay? Right? Keep going.
It says that none doeth return from his wickedness. They are all of them unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah.
And what happened to the inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah? They were destroyed. So the Lord is giving reference of exactly what's going to happen to them. If you niggas don't repent on what you doing.
Scripture say Sodom and Gomorrah is gonna be better than these.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
That place was made an example.
Exactly. Keep going out.
Verse 15. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts concerning the prophets, behold, I will feed them with wormwood and make them drink the water of gall. For from the prophets of Jerusalem is profaneness gone forth into all the land.
Right, so it says in my sword in that verse, it says unclean acts. And part of those unclean acts is you producing false doctrine, man. You lying to the congregation. Okay? You teaching for hire. Okay? Filthy lucre to make a bag, whatever. It's not about the sincere intent on edifying the flock and feeding the Lord's sheep. Okay? Niggas come into this thing with all types of ulterior motives, man. And it always gets exposed every time. Keep going. Hey, because the Lord is a just power. You don't think that He's going to allow it to be seen that this guy, that He's not dealing with this individual? You know what I'm saying? You don't think the Lord's going to make it known that, look, I ain't seen this nigga.
Like,
You know?
the example was the comfort. Put himself up there as the God sent comforter, and then killed his ass, years later.
Come on, man. It's not a game. Keep
Verse,
going, huh?
verse 16. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets
Right.
that prophesy unto you. They make you vain.
They make you vain. Vain means worthless.
They speak a vision of their own heart.
They speak a vision of their own heart, their own mind. Niggas is up here making shit up, winging it, man. Every video is a new. Now I forgot who it was, but now niggas is attacking the Lashawan Kodash. Now the Lashawan Kodash ain't the real Hebrew now. It's always new shit with these guys, man.
They're trying to
Over-
attack points of the foundation to try to shake up Jacob.
Exactly. Keep going.
Jeremiah 23 and 16, the latter, they speak a vision out of their own heart
Yep.
and not out of the mouth of the Lord.
And not out of the mouth of the Lord. How do we know? Because if they speak not according to this word, the truth is not in them. There ain't no light in them, man. That's how we know. If what they're saying does not align with the doctrine, the spirit ain't with you, man. Okay? Keep going on.
They say still unto them that despise me, the Lord hath said, Yea shall have peace. And they say unto everyone that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon thee.
And that's really the spirit they pushing. All these guys that's in leadership positions, they're all walking after the imagination of their own minds. And they're pushing the same spirit on the congregation. Go ahead.
For who hath stood in the counsel of the Lord, and hath perceived and heard his word?
Right.
Who hath marked his word and heard it? Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked.
Yeah, and the Lord gonna get all you niggas, man. He gonna get you false prophets in these churches, and he gonna get you false prophets in the circumcision that know they're Israelites, man. Nobody's gonna get away.
That's why I said earlier, it will feed them with wormwood going into that bitterness, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
Verse 20, the anger of the Lord shall not return until he hath executed, until he hath performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days, ye shall consider it perfect.
Yeah, in the latter days, which we're in the latter days now, all you people are gonna consider the judgments of the Lord perfectly, man. You're gonna see the wrath of the Most High, man. Okay? Go ahead.
I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. Kind of says, I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. You know, and the scripture say, in Habakkuk 2, the second chapter, pretty much to make it plain, that's to the true prophets, but to the false prophets, ultimately, they have a vision of their own heart, and they're running with it. They're not coming with the true, sincere truth of the scriptures.
They're not coming with the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Period, man. Okay?
The Bible is different. They mention the guys coming different names. They're coming in different, whole different spirits.
Exactly.
So, like you said, they don't have the vision of Yahweh Shah.
That's it. And you niggas on the outside looking in try to claim that we hate, all right? But the truth of the matter is that these niggas are wrong. It ain't nothing. And what are we jealous of, bro? What are we hating on, bro? We ain't getting nothing that. We're trying to pull your ass up the fire, man. But if you wanna kill yourself, hey, have at it.
You want to OD?
Hey, overdose. Go ahead. It's your world.
Yeah, it's your world.
We just living in it, right?
Live it up.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from the evil of their doing.
Right, and this is heavy too. It says in my sword, understood my mind. Right? So the spirit of the Lord was, because do we not have the mind of Yahweh Shai?
Yeah, that's right.
You see, so the Lord said, if you basically if you would have stood in my counsel, you would be doing the right thing. You would have caused the people to turn from their evil ways.
Understand the mission.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's why it says, and he quoted 1 Corinthians 2nd chapter, the 15th verse and the 16th. He that is spiritual judge of all things.
There you go.
Yet himself is judge of no man. And at the bottom verse it say, you will have the mind of Yahweh Shemawah. So you will know the will of the Lord. You wouldn't have to question shit because you'll know the will of the Lord. And you will have what? A more sure word of prophecy.
You understand what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Isaiah 29 and verse 13. Wherefore the Lord says, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me.
Yeah, they move their heart with their mind. They don't honor and they don't reverence the Lord, man. You see that through the way they conduct themselves. You see the way they camp videos, the way they got their camp,
Yeah.
the way they the whole structure is not the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Yeah.
That's the spirit of men.
If I can answer that, because the moment you veer off from the instruction that the Lord gave and start adding things that you want to do, that's when the spirit of error creeps in.
That's right.
You know? Because the Lord has protocol set for how He wants this thing to be done. Just like we use the example of the temple. When the Lord gave King Solomon, the instruction on how to build the temple, he gave Noah the instruction on how to build the ark, and so on.
Right.
It was precise. Cut the wood this amount.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Put this
He
stone
was very
right here.
meticulous about how he wanted it to be built up.
The ministry is the same thing.
Exactly.
And Jake overlooked that because of pride.
Hey, like when you order something that you gotta build from scratch, hey, let one or two screws go missing. That whole shit get fucked up. You know what I mean?
It's gonna start
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know how Jake, when you done, you start building, you like, man, I don't need this.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
next
exactly.
thing you start using that shit, damn,
Yeah,
shit dope.
yeah, exactly.
Start shaking this shit. You ain't got that money about too much.
Even on a simple example, you ordering food.
Yep.
You build that food like you want. And if somebody don't add something or put something there you don't want, you be mad. You say, "Oh, it's almost for the Lord."
Got the cheese, nigga.
And you, especially when you bite into it, or you at the window, you look like, nah,
Tell
man,
these
this
niggas no
is
man.
Dry ass sandwich. Sandwich be dry as fuck, man.
what I ordered. A lot of them got killed for that shit.
That's true. Hey, true. That's true.
Came in and props the police.
You mad as fuck.
Niggas jumping over the counter, beating up this
I
shit.
got to put that little window on the side. The TV the hell out of the game. It's stale as fuck.
So you don't think the Lord take that the same way?
Exactly,
This
man.
is his instruction, man.
Trying to tell you.
He's building this like how he wants it.
Trying to tell you.
And this is food too. So
Hey, right.
And,
Hey,
and guess what? Hey, when you eat, that's a ritual.
Yeah, it is.
So physical and the spiritual food. It's a ritual that we'll give. Everything is going up to the Lord.
Going as an offering. Your body's a temple.
This food season.
Yeah, and your body's a temple, right? That's why the Lord said, "Defile not thy temple."
Facts.
You finish that out.
Yeah, you're taking false doctrine, then you eat GMO.
That's it.
Yeah.
And he got that philosophy.
Goddamn pretty food and shit.
it's Isaiah 29 and 13. We'll read it again. Wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
And this is why a lot of them Jays don't fear the Lord. Nope. They don't fear the Lord because why? The lack of leadership that them guys have.
Terrible leadership.
Terrible.
Terrible leadership, man.
Yeah.
Because hey, look, I've been doing this long, and the Lord's been with me, so why do I need y'all? Why? How y'all tell me what I'm doing or what I'm doing wrong, man?
All right.
All we can do is give you, advice.
Yeah. And it never fails that the Lord started exposing the camp, the leaders, more and more that the Lord ain't doing.
And because that warning was forsook. And the Lord's always it's going to start out small.
Yep.
And it always increases.
Now read this in the NLT. Isaiah 29 and 13 in the NLT, it says, and so the Lord saith, these people say they are mine, they honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me, and their worship of me is nothing but man-made rules learned by rote. Now I looked up that word for rote. The word rote means repetition. What does it say in the world? You say a lie so many times, it becomes the truth. And that's how it's been for the minds of these people that follow these false prophets, man. They really are convinced in their mind that what the prophets are saying is true, man.
Yeah. MOT is a white woman.
They're under a spell.
Yeah, it was
Like,
spell. That's
sorry.
witchcraft.
When they first brought the hat thing into the business,
Yeah.
they banged on that so long to where you ask the Israelites thinking that that's over.
Isaiah 39.
And the prophets wore garments, robes. They didn't have fucking t-shirts with fringes on. And
That
fucking
right there.
zigzags, whatever you call it, hanging out the pocket.
That right there. That shit right there.
Come on, man.
Apostle Paul brought it out. The shirt really go back to feminine wear.
There you go.
The shirt is a garment. It's an undergarment. It's underwear.
Exactly.
That's all that is.
Like you said, it's disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
right? Going off, man.
Pandemic, they had the mask.
There you go. Represent the ministry the right way, man. But that goes back to those self-willed niggas, man, that are ungovernable, the unruly niggas that I'm gonna do my own way.
Show me where I'm going off.
Show me where I'm going off.
Hey, scripture says we got wear our fringes with, man. Here my fringes right
Oh,
here.
hey. You know, I wear my fringes to work. You know what I'm saying? Bug outs. Go ahead,
Isaiah 39. And this is a rebellious people, lying children. Children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh. And they're not going to hear it. They're lying children. They rebellious. We say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not to us right things, speak to us smooth things, prophesy to cease. Now people been hearing them lies for damn centuries, man. And that's all they know. Then we come with the truth, they don't want to hear it. They want to, still, them prophets go out there and prophesy them wrong things, the sweet things, what they want to hear. Even though it's wrong, they want to hear it. And that's what, we tell them that's not right. They don't want to hear it. Prophets tell lies like, what we've been hearing all our life. Because it really is seared in their minds. They can't shake it, man.
It makes them feel good.
Yeah, it makes them feel good.
When you can justify wickedness, man, they cool. They cool with that. But see, like you said, it's called hating because correction is grievous to a fool.
It's funny too because in real life, if someone's like in the depressed, defeated mindset, what do they go to food? Sugary, sweet stuff. You know what I'm saying? The ice
that's a
cream,
good point.
cookies, and all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
you're right. That's a great point.
Comfort food.
Comfort
Yeah.
food.
Comfort foods. Yep.
This is bitter.
Yeah, it's bitter and Jake don't want it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good for you.
Yeah, right.
Like that nigga Kasai said, I'm not gonna eat that. That's nasty. I'm gonna eat a salad.
Salad.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some lettuce. That's how you said it too. Damn, fool.
Hey,
Send me stick ass nigga.
he was like, hey, we gonna get the king to find out that nigga with a small hat.
Yeah, exactly. The whole time.
Wouldn't be shocked.
Wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, cinnamon sticks, man.
He might be a terror for real though.
Nah, I think he might be, bro.
Hey, cause then you said, or somebody said Alazar was like he had to teach him how to be a Jake.
Yeah, he said he didn't learn how to, because he grew up with Edomites. And he said he didn't really grow up with Jake until he got into Sakar.
Yeah. He might be. No flavor. Go ahead. Oh, what was we at? Jeremiah? Yeah, we'll read a little bit more there.
Jeremiah 2.
Because again, 2026, the year of apostasy and self, man. And we touching on the scriptures dealing with these false prophets and false teachers. All right? And everything that we read thus far parallels with what's happening in the circumcision right now. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 23 and 22. But if they had stood in my counsel and caused my people to hear my word,
Right?
then they should have turned them from their evil way, from the evil of their doing.
Yep. Go on.
Am I a power at hand, saith the Lord, and not a power afar off?
That's right.
Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him?
Can anybody hide themselves in secret places where the Lord cannot see them? The Lord knows the hearts of every man, the mind of every man. He knows all your little secret intentions and all of that, man. Right? So you niggas, like I said, you think you're getting away. You're not really getting away. Nobody gets away.
You can scrub your internet history, take your page
Yeah,
down.
you did all that.
You can put the garment in the weave back in the closet.
Come on, man.
Act like you never was involved in this thing. The Lord's still gonna find you.
Exactly. Nasty.
It's Luke 12 and 2 in the NLT. The time is coming when everything that is covered up will be revealed, and all that is secret shall be made known to all.
There you go.
It says, whatever you have said in the dark will be heard in the light, and what you have whispered behind closed doors will be shouted from the housetops for all to hear.
It always comes down.
There you go.
If you talking shit about the man of the Lord, talking shit about the ministry of the apostles,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
shit,
yeah, yeah.
it's always gonna come out. Like you said, you might get drunk, brotherly fellowship, and you might slip up and say how you really feel or something.
Yep.
You know, whatever. The Lord's gonna make something. It's gonna be revealed. Man.
It's gonna seep through your goddamn pores.
Right.
You know, the Lord's gonna reveal it every time. So no secrets can be hidden from the Lord. How you truly feel about whatever is gonna be revealed. You can fake the funk all you want to, man.
But what's going on, really, bro? When you hearing the words from the Lord, because us bringing out the scriptures isn't just how we teach the word. When we in our everyday conversations, we're talking, hey, we're still living the scriptures too. And so that spirit is going to reveal itself either way, man. It ain't just got to be on camera.
Jeremiah 23 and 24. Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, saith the Lord? Do not I fill heaven and earth, saith the Lord.
Do I not fill heaven and earth? How the hell you gonna hide from me? Come on, man. Jake is really playing with the Lord, man. Like he's not really him. You know? Go ahead. Come on, man. Y'all gonna find out. All that backbiting and murmuring and talking shit against the Lord's leadership, who the Lord set up. Okay, because when you come against the leadership, you're really coming against the Lord.
Just think about it. Who gave the men of the Lord the authority to do this? It's the Lord.
Shit.
So if you're saying that we're wrong, ultimately you're telling the Lord to be wrong because
Right.
that's the last thing you want to do.
Exactly.
Verse 25.
Like the example, not the rap, but like the example of how they were saying Apostle Paul's writings were off, or he was off. But when you read Galatians and many other scriptures, he was given the authority by Yahweh Shah himself. So what are you talking about?
So you're saying your house is off.
There you go. You say Yahweh Shah is off.
And then you're saying that I was off because he said.
There you go.
Like,
Matter of fact, get that was it 1 Thessalonians 4 and 8?
1 Thessalonians 4 and 8.
Yep.
He therefore that despiseth not man, but Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who have also given unto us his Holy Spirit.
Yeah, so you're not really despising who you look at as being ordinary niggas, right? These are men of the Lord. But since you despise these men, you really despise the Most High.
NLT. Therefore, anyone who refuses to live by these rules is not disobeying man's teaching, but is rejecting Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who gives his Holy Spirit to you.
There you go.
House rules.
That's it.
You can't get around the house rules, man.
That's it, man.
It's either you abide or get the fuck out.
That's it, man. As simple as that. But Jake ain't gonna find out until he learn about death through pain.
that's the only way a nigga learn anyway. Have you not seen the trend of niggas throughout the history? That's the only way Jake learned.
See, it's a shame it should be like that, you know. It's really carnally because the experience and the advice being given from men that have been down that path.
Shit.
We're trying to keep you from going into the fire, bro. But ultimately, that's how we know it's a higher power at work. Because we can do everything that we possibly can to try to keep you from going into the fire. But if it's meant for you to go, you're going to
You're
go.
gonna go in there.
Go.
Man's going though, the Lord.
How can man understand? There you go. That's a heavy scripture. Go ahead, Al. We got a little bit more. We'll get there.
Jeremiah 23 and 25. I've heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies, and they are prophets of deceit of their own heart?
They are prophets of deceit of their own heart, their own mind, which we see right now. Okay, from all these different camps. Go ahead.
Which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
See that which think to cause my people to forget my name. All right, Most High in Christ bless. Right, in the name of Christ, all that bullshit. Right, Yeshua, Yahweh, Yahuwah. Right. What's so, and me and Priest was talking about it. What's so hard for you niggas to go and get the Paleo Hebrew and put the characters together to figure out the name? How the hell you getting Yeshua and Yahweh out and putting the characters together, man?
Ain't even in
That show you niggas ain't even doing. You're not even taking the chance to do that.
You're so low level.
Jake ain't shit, man. Tell me how you get Yahuwah by putting the Hebrew letters together and knowing damn where ain't no U's, ain't no V's, no E's, no J's. What are you talking about, man? Jake is fucking lazy, man. Low level. Put the characters together and get the name right, man. Even you niggas on the comment board, like you was talking about the other week. Elder Mwatazak had to address that, man. Here it is. You niggas been following. You Jake's been following for all these years. All right, and you know we come in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You talk about some good video in the name of Yahuwah. What are you talking about, man? That's disrespectful, man.
Okay, you like, man, I'm following.
Yeah, man. Stop putting comments on the comment board, man.
The comments gonna get deleted because you're causing confusion.
That shit always happen on my other channel. Nigga always talking about some Yahuwah and Yahweh and shit, man. Come on, man. Yeah. What's wrong? Hey, type in the correct name, man.
That's what we did when we heard the name. We like, oh, that's the name.
Come on, man.
Put it together, like, makes sense. Look at, oh, that ain't in Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah.
Come on, because I heard that Yahuwah shit, and it just didn't even resonate. It didn't
Y'all
feel right,
I'm
man.
like, nah, they
It
ain't
didn't feel right.
Shia,
Yeah.
whatever they call. Yeah, Barbalos sauce, pack of Barbalos.
Yeah.
Some
Pack of
syrup.
goodies. Dumb nigga.
That's it, man. And a pack of Mentos. Yeah, that's
Right,
what it was.
Bar Mentos.
Yeah, Bar Mentos.
Bar
Yeah.
Mentos and Bar
Yeah. Some bubblegum.
Red Irish. Dumbass niggas over there.
That shit was crazy. Hey, remember when he presented the name? He was like, we found out the name, and the name is...
We went to the secret heaven.
The Red Irish Rose?
He said, yo, now I took a simple Google and I found it.
That Red Irish Rose got down.
Hey, man. And when he said that shit, it was over.
Bro, that shit was funny as hell, bro.
This, man.
God got many names.
Yeah, that's
They
too.
believe that?
Yep.
That shit.
It's wild out here, man.
They got them living.
That spirit of deceit, get on niggas though.
It's wild.
It's scary.
We in some wild times.
They can say some wild shit.
That's it. And fully believe it. And be fully persuaded in his mind. Like, yeah, this is it.
It was so crazy. I was upset with myself watching this shit.
I can start watching the name of this stuff in my head, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm making fun of this so much.
That's a demon. You're gonna get him out of here,
I'm
man.
making fun of this so much, bro. I
still
can't
can't
stop
watch
saying
it.
it.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
fuck
They
it.
was leaning. They was so like, we got the ring. I was like,
Y'all
what the
drunk as
fuck?
hell on camera.
I was like, man, I'm like, why is you watching? I'm like, why am I watching? this
Exactly.
shit?
And Apostle Hart said, look, if you get taken by these
Yeah, that's
niggas,
on you.
he said, look, I gotta change the channel.
Look at my brother on real.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, man, this nigga.
God damn, boy.
Niggas got the nerve to have that super cam on that magic shit.
Yeah,
going on.
look
They
at
ain't talking
arguing.
shit about each other. I'm like, you dumbass niggas, man.
And the Lord is cold,
That
man.
shit was crazy.
Next thing you know, you got a nigga on camera showing his nipple.
Yeah. Smoking blacks and shit on camera.
My nipple, man. It's swollen.
Man, this wild time, brother. Go ahead. We gotta finish this. We gotta get through this, brother. We gotta get through it, bro.
Jeremiah 23 and verse 28. The prophet that hath a dream, let him tell a dream.
Yep.
And he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully.
Yep.
What is chaff to the wheat, saith the Lord.
Yep.
Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord,
Yep.
and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces?
That's right, man. This word is powerful, man. You know? Keep going.
Therefore, behold, I am against the prophet, saith the Lord, that steal my words, everyone from his neighbor.
Yeah, the Lord said he's against the prophets, man. They don't put no type of fear in you, man. Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 23 and 30. Therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, that steal my words, everyone from his neighbor.
Steal my word and everyone from his neighbor. That's these guys that take the word and then put their own spin on it, man. Hey, I never forget when Apostle Rama said that when he died here, it's like, we can tell the Lord's about to close these things up because the way that Jake is making mockery of the scriptures now, we don't got long to
Exactly. The AI.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a new AI video every day of these niggas in the world mocking the truth. You know, so we gotta be close to the end.
And you read Deuteronomy 13th chapter, it talks about how all false prophets have to be killed, and all people who speak contrary to Yahweh Shai have to be killed.
Man, Jake don't understand that, man. When the Lord comes back, it's off with your head, bro. We going back to the ancient times in this thing, man.
Evil. Like he gonna sit and have a debate with you.
That's what I'm saying.
How you gonna pull the cherry up and, you know, aim at everybody
Hey,
congregate?
why were you teaching this?
Nah, but see, Jake got that Christianity shit. They think like, they say you get to heaven, you get in front of the pearly gates, and you get to finish your call,
Give me
get up in
Luke
the
19,
pearly
27.
gate. It's not gonna be like that. Yahweh Shai came back to speak to Jake 2,000 years ago.
That's it.
And it said he's coming back as a roaring lion. All right, he's coming back to kill niggas, man.
That's it.
Y'all showed what y'all did when y'all gave him up.
Your word.
For Barabbas, man.
This is on Luke 19 and 27. But those mine enemies, which was
But
not...
those, this is what the Lord said. This is red letter. But those my enemies. Go ahead.
But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Bring hither and slay them before me. So this is the spirit that the Lord is coming back in, man.
This is what you said.
Those that be his enemies are going to get their heads cut off.
That's the spirit. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Luke 19, or in Spanish, Lucas 19:27. Y también aquellos, mis enemigos que no querían que yo reinase sobre ellos, tráelos acá y decapítalos delante de mí. Decapítalo just go into decapitate. You know what I'm saying?
Tree off of his head. That's the spirit of the Lord coming back in. What are you Jakes talking about out here, man? If you ain't coming correct with the scriptures, you out of there, bro.
And you know what's spiritual about that? Because what's it say in Isaiah the first chapter? It said the whole head is sick.
Yeah.
You gotta cut it off the head.
Whole head is sick. Damn, bro. Let's finish it out. We almost there. Down to 30, was it 30, 32? Yeah, there you go.
Jeremiah 23 and 31. Behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, that use their tongues and say, he said, behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies, and by their likeness, yet I sent them not, nor commanded them. Therefore they shall not profit this people at all, saith the Lord.
Yeah, therefore they shall not profit this people at all, said the Lord, man. So the end of these guys are coming, man. Whether they realize it or not. That's what the Lord has to say. He has it set up, these guys to remain puffed up, to have this sense of entitlement, that high position, just for the Lord to bring them down, man. You know?
Sirach, first chapter, like the last few verses.
Exactly. You know? So guys don't even understand that they're already in the trick bag, bro. They cooked already, man. They're just playing out their lot at the end of the day, man.
That's that parable of the frog in the pot. They were just heating up the pot, and they there thinking they pull their something around, they pull.
Yep.
And once it gets to the point, they realize the water's hot, they dead already.
Yeah, they did already, man. It's not a game, man.
Even you guys that came in this thing, fell to the wayside.
That's it. That's it, man. So that's the time we in, man. We getting closer and closer to the so-called New Year according to Esau's calendar. All right, but again, 2026, the year of apostasy, sellouts, man. All right, so we're gonna see guys wax worse and worse from these other groups, man. And the Lord's putting that on display so you can have that discernment. Matter of fact, get Malachi 3 and 18. We'll end it off that.
Now it's time for you to really begin your faith right now. I was listening to, I believe it was the priest Ayasha Moss from Mississippi. And he was saying, brother, now the edification that's coming out right about now, it's actually known that this thing, you need to be getting as much as you can. Not taking no fucking time off.
Malachi 3 and 16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it.
Yeah, this is how we speak one to another through the videos.
Through what?
Through the videos.
Through the videos, man. Through the videos. That's how we communicate.
These
That's
are
how we understand what's going on in the world.
There you go.
The breakdowns of the scriptures and what times and season we living in. Through
Exactly.
the videos.
these are the digital epistles.
Yes.
Okay?
And the crazy part is we're speaking on what? 1 and 4. We're all saying the same thing.
You know, it's heavy too because the letters, you know, that's this thing called pen pals.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we are. You know what I'm saying? We're speaking through the digital epistles. We're all like pen pals. You know,
Yep.
exactly.
Can you start that over again?
Malachi 3 and 16. Then they that feared the Lord,
Then they that what?
they that feared the Lord,
Fear the Lord, man. We fear the Lord. This is why we make the sacrifices to put the videos up, to go out here and teach. It's why, like we said in Romans 12 chapter, this is our reasonable service, man.
Right.
The least we could do.
Also, the scripture tells us to fear of the Lord persuade him. And we know what that statement we don't do.
Yeah, but you have to be what? Fully persuaded in your own mind first. Starts with you. Exactly, right?
then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name.
The Bible, the book of remembrance, man. That has all the accounts that's going on as far as the Israelites from the beginning even until now, man. And also in the Apocrypha, man. come on, man. The book of remembrance is open up to us through who? Yahweh Shai. Revelation, the 5th chapter, man. He opened up the seal so we will have this for the times we're coming into, man. And then he did what? Then he sent forth the Comforter through the Holy Spirit, so we'll have the Holy Spirit through the Comforter to withstand the test. And the ultimate test is this right here, the RFID chip.
Hey, did he not say, I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance? You got it?
Verse 17. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels.
And he said they should be mine. Because when you get in the scripture, it said no man can pluck them without out my hand. So they already are the Lord's. No matter what they're going through in life, no matter what adversities and trials and tribulations they're going through, they are already in the hands of Yahweh by Shema Shah. Because the Lord is going to do what? Just like he did Jonah, he's always going to bring them back to him. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's going to bring them back to him because they already been predestined from the beginning, man.
And I will spare them as a man spared his own son that serveth him. Verse 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked.
Then now the time you should have a spirit of discernment between the righteous and the wicked. When you go to Apostle of our page, when you go to Nate page, you should be able to like, man, always drop videos, always bring out edification. This nigga, all you do is fucking talk and fucking ramble all goddamn day. And they don't, and it's always about money. It's about building up. He ain't speaking according to the truth. Spirit ain't the same, man. This is a man that's on fire. This is the man that's lukewarm. That's why you gotta have the spirit of what? Discernment, man. And a lot of these jakes, you ain't got that, man. But that's why the scriptures say, man, what? He that is filthy, let him be filthy still, man. And a lot of you guys on the comment boards and watching videos, a lot of you really filthy, man. A lot of you are this world, man. You're not of the spirit of Yahweh. This is entertainment for you.
Yeah. Niggas is waiting for the next beat.
Yeah.
You know, the next controversy and shit.
Malachi 3 and 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not.
You should be able to discern that, hey, the apostles, the elders, beloved brothers, you can clearly see that they're laboring, they're putting in the work, man. Constantly, every day, is videos going out, every edification going out, man. When you look at these other camps, they're constantly having to hit you with fucking gimmicks for you to even click on the damn page, man.
Or get some money up.
Or get some money, or just always give me. It's nothing about truly just serving, man. It's nothing about building you up from the times we're coming into, man.
Or some stupid ass debate.
Yeah.
What fruits do you get out of debates? All debates are is just entertainment.
Yeah. And that's the spirit, man.
Exactly, because the conclusion of it all, what? That person's not being converted. Once both parties leave, they leave with their same beliefs.
Yeah, and that's the spirit.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody changed. Like, well, you know what? Maybe I should consider what he was saying. You know?
Because the
Yeah,
spirit,
it's pointless.
That's the spirit. On my way up here, I watched the Apostle Hard video. He was watching the Saint the Sinner verse on Campus Cesaria. And in froze, he started saying, what is the point of it? What are you learning from this? Nothing. Nothing. No edifications coming out. They're cutting each other off. He's not going to be, like you said, he's 7. He's not going to convert them.
Exactly.
So what the fuck is that? What is his point?
What's the point of it?
What is the point of nothing? It's literally useless.
Yeah, the end game, they got the money out of the niggas. That's what they got.
And like Apostle Paul said, for you to be on that platform and he said your fake religion more than 5 times, you should already, that's what he said. Right there. He said, as soon as he already said your little fake religion, you should already cut the feet and got out there.
They do that. You go to the other platform and give them the power or over you to say, this shouldn't even be like that. This is the truth. The scripture tell you, give not pearls of swine.
The truth is not up for debate.
It's not up for debate, and it's not deserving to be on those platforms. Those platforms are for lower level thinking people.
Yep.
If you still got aspirations and thought that this world is going to go on, this truth has no point of being on there because it strictly contradicts what they believe in.
Exactly.
Yeah, more.
That's it, man. So, hey, heard this campus edifying again. 2026, the year of apostasy and sellouts. All right, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us true, and shalom to the hopeful elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.
To the true believers.
To the true believer, the true followers.